無規制配信オバコンスターティ
ンもうこれが決定みたいな感じだな。
まあ楽しいからね。毎週言ってるけどね、これも。
このバカチン
ソニックだね。ソニックマニアだね。ソニックマニアプラスだね。
でまあ上のところで見えるように実績が99万9903でございます。
ということで記念すべき100万実績スコア、実績のスコアを100万到達の瞬間を配信すると、上の右側のね G ゲーマースコアだね、あとちょっとで100万到達、
前代未聞になりますね。
いやまあいるけどね、100万到達してる人。
いやまあ100万いる人はざらにいますけど、アジア圏でトランスジェンダーで100万はいません。
断言すると、それぐらいいないだろう。まあ XBOX 自体アジアでほぼ死んでるって言っても過言ではない
あらやだ死んでる
状態だからね。
ね、
別にこれは
ファッキン MS は全く日本でやる気がないから、
まあ昔からね MSKK 仕事しろみたいなこと言われてはいるからね、国内の発行ユーザーにもね。
もはやもう頑張る気も何もない。
いや全然、でもこれも別に MS っていうか XBOX 批判じゃなくて、我々もどちらも XBOX ユーザーなのでね、国内ね、批判っていうかなんだろうな、まあ現実
皆様ね、本当の愛国者は国をちゃんと批判しますよ。間違ってる時に。
まあね、
いちいち何でもはいはいそうですね、正しい間違ってるやつは非国民だっていうようなやつが一番の非国民なんですよ。
まあ
聞いたか吉本芸人ども
ね、立川談志じゃないからね。
志らく
か談志の方じゃないわね、志らくの方はね。
まあどうせ落語家なんてみんなファシストだよ。
でも本来は落語っていうのは体制を批判するのも落語のあり方っていうかではあるんだけどね、本来はね。体制につく落語っていうのはね、なかなか庶民のためのものだからね。
帝国主義落語みたいな
ね、
ゼロ戦賛否落語みたいな
まあそれはさておきね。ということでね、100万実績到達の記念に今これを遊んでる。これ割とすぐ多分すぐ100万超えるんじゃない？
まあ10分ぐらいでいけるかな。1エリアで50実績だからエリア2のクリア後に100万を超えるはずだね。
でまあこの記念すべき100万超えをこの無規制配信オバコンがスタートしたもう3年ぐらい前か。
でも実は一番最初にやったやつってガーディアンヒーローズなんだよ。3回目からソニックアドベンチャーだった。
ガーディアンヒーローズから始めたの？本当？
意外と。
俺ソニックしか覚えてないんだけど、始めた時のソニックアドベンチャー1の。
いやね、ガーディアンヒーローズの時グダグダすぎたから覚えてないでしょ。初めて配信もやるから
そういえば
しどろもどろだった。
ガーディアンヒーローズって結構難易度高いから遊びながら死なずに喋るっていうのがむずいっていうので、2週間後ぐらいにソニックアドベンチャー1を遊び始めて、まあでも実質最初の2回の配信は失敗って言えるような感じだろうから、実質ソニックスタートパイロット版みたいなね、模索してるような状況だったから、実質この配信のスタートはソニックアドベンチャー1っていうことで、あとはまあお前自身が熱烈なセガファン、ソニックファン、
メガドラセガを知るきっかけになったのがソニックだったのね、
セガかっけーってなったのがソニックだよね、ソニック1の時だね。
六本木のキティランドのゲームコーナーでソニックを見て衝撃が走ったね。
確かに当時
スーファミでは決してない感じのゲームだったからね、なんだこの色鮮やかなゲームはっていう
ね。なんだろうセガブルーみたいなのがあるんだよね。その深い青、セガの北のブルーじゃないんだけどね、セガの空の青
北のブルーが
ってあるよね。なんかメガドラの時のやつ、この深い青がなんか
そうだね、
ビビッドな感じがスーファミとか当時のゲームセンターでもあんまりこんなにビビッドなのはなかったよね。
そうだね。
なんか独特だよね、メガドラの配色って。
そうだね、独特だよね。なんかスーファミでこういう感じのゲーム全くなかったよね、結構メガドラのゲームにしかない色合いっていう感じはあったよね。
スーファミは割とちょっとなんだろうな、キャンディーカラーっていうかパステルカラーみたいな感じの中間色が特徴があるっていうか、あれはあれで好きなんだけどね。でも、なんかセガのこの感じがいいんだよね。
そうだね、
衝撃的だったよね当時は。
そうだね、
その始める前にさ、一応その自己紹介しておく。多分スピーディーだからさ、自己紹介走りながらできないと思うから、この配信のね記念すべき100万実績到達は誰がやってんのっていうの。
どうも私パラレルワールドから来ました平沢進です
これも毎度おなじみのみたいになってるけど、
ノスカフェ今日の日をまたしめて
懐かしいですね。
隣人の愛を見に。
ナースカフェ懐かしいね。アルバムどれだったっけ？水球
祭の技法、
ね、最高のアルバムだよね。
そうだね、名曲揃いだね。
いいアルバムね。で実際誰なの？平沢進じゃないでしょ、パラレルワールドの。
そうだね、どうも皆様、愛子です。告発します。国分太一はずっと人糞以下の人間でした今彼が生きている地獄を私は笑って見ています。
多分違うと思うけどねいろんな意味で多分違うと思う。
またこの世で一番信頼すべきいた子元井ジェニーと申します。
いろいろなんか乗っかりすぎて何が言いたいんだこいつってなってるけど、まあジェニーでいいんだね、この配信の主は。
そうだね。いや国分太一は外吉だねでも結局なんか文春がもうとどめになるようなことを書いたから、それが出る前になんか俺かわいそうでしょっていうアピールをしたかったみたいな、ね。
そうなんだ。息の根を止めるやつが報道される前に一回かわいそうって思ってもらうために、変な記者会見をやったっていう。そうなんだ。
いや僕は性加害はしましたけど、でも答え合わせをしたいんですよ。もう何が言いてんだよっていう感じだよしかももう日テレの方も、いやそもそもヒアリングの時に言ったことがコンプラ的に完全にアウトだったからクビにしたんだわっていう、
まあ俺は
自分はなんか引退して逃げてうやむやにして逃げたくせになんか、いやもう話が違うんですよ、そこまで俺は悪いやつじゃないんですよって。だから答え合わせをして俺をとっちめた女どもを改めて地獄に落としたいんですよっていう。
とっちめたって自分がとっちめた側なんだけどね。
そう
何なんだろうね、この最近あるさ、この性加害をした側が被害者面するこの風潮、何なんだろうね。
しかもなんか引退しますさよならって言っといて、なんか平気な顔してなんか会見で活動休止中ですがいつかは復帰したいですみたいな、はみたいな、お前逃げてやめただろ、何復帰したいですだよもう本当にクソ松本がこの性犯罪をするやつは逃げて被害者面すればなんか許されるっていうような風潮を作ろうとしていることがもうあまりにも許しがたいね。
まあでもなんだかんだで昔から芸能界はそうなのかもしれないね。
いやそうだったとしてもそれがいいわけないでしょもう。
まあそうなんだけど、ただ俺がいいって言ってるわけじゃなくて、なんか変わらねえなっていう感じはあるよね。なんかコンプラが厳しくなったとかって言うけど、結局裁かれないんだったらコンプラは厳しくはなってないよね結局は。
いやでも裁かれてるのは裁かれてるでしょ。だって本当誰がダウンタウンプラスで盛り上がってるの、もう周りに面白いや入ってるっていう人は誰もいないし、全然話題になってないのに、なんか吉本のステマかなんかで50万登録者突破みたいなのやってるけど全く盛り上がってないのをそうなるかっていう感じだよ。
不思議だよね。俺の身の回りに一人もダウンタウンプラスにサブスクしてる人いないんだよね。
しかもなんか
一人50万人もいたら自分の知り合いの一人ぐらいはその話聞くと思うんだけど、あれ面白かったとか、あれつまんなかったなみたいな、なんかそういうの聞くけどさ全然なくて、本当に人見てんのあれわかんないよね、なんか
ね。おいどうなってんね
ん。ソニックマニアだっけ、ソニックマニアはそのリングのでかさが割と良心的な大きさだねいつもよりちょっとだけ大きいような気がする。
下ネタか
違う。リングがいつもより大きいってどういう下ネタなの？
ソニックのリングがいつもより大きい。
下ネタなのそれ。
おい今のどういうことだなんかテイルズがぶつかってくれたな。でも本当にもうもうマジで腹が立つ。このなんか性犯罪をするやつがなんか俺かわいそうでしょみたいな顔してなんか許してもらえると思っていることが、
なんかさ
松本の、日本の笑いが危ないって聞いたので、やってまいりました。はあ、もう芸能界も特にお笑い業界もてめえがいなくなったことでやっと本当に次世代に進む準備ができ準備も流れも何もかもできたんだよ。何またてめえらのつまらねえ古い笑いを押し付けようとしてんだよまた
亡霊のようにね。でもなんだろうね、この性加害関連のこれでなんかそう起こした側が被害者面するこの感じが多発している中で、なんかさ、そりゃフェミニストもラジカルになるよなとは思うよね。
ね、ラジカルラない放送。
それは過激な思想に到達するわな。こんな女性の尊厳を踏みにじられるようなことばっかり起きてたらさ、それはなるわなって思うよね。なんかもう男の俺でもふざけんなって思う。あまりにも
ね
あまりにもあまりにもで
ねなんか中井も松本さん復帰してなんか逃げ切れそうだな。俺も同じルートで中井チャンネルでもやるかなみたいな感じでなんか都内に引っ越してきたみたいな報道されてるしのんびり性加害チャンネルでも立ち上げるのか。
それはしないでしょ。そんな求心力ないんじゃない中井はまだ。あいつもなんだろう松本一派みたいなあれなんじゃない。多分そのうちダウンタウンプラスで復帰するんじゃない、
性加害プラスに参加するんじゃない
プラスひどいサブスクだな。
なるほど。ここで上からドーンエグメにドーン。
次50ゲーマースコアの実績が出たら到達するよね。100万実績
のはず、
うん、
なんだ今の。おいなんだ今の。マジで腹立った腹立つし、もうこの気持ち悪すぎてもう脳みそがおかしくなりそうだ
ミスがおかしくないです。
本当にマジで誰がこういうやつらを支持したり、こういうやつらにテレビとかそういうの見たいの。
どうなの性加害をしてる人とか
それで本当によくコンプラが厳しいって言えるのも、
ガバガバだよ ね逆に。そもそも旧ジャニーズのタレントがあれだけ出れること自体コンプラなんてあってないようなもんだって、
本当いいよねこういう懐かしの 2D の感じ。
なんかいろいろリアルなあと50実績ね。あと50ゲーマースコア。
ゲージュ
いろいろ 3D グラフィックがリアルになればなるほど、なんかこの当時のこのすごい限られた色の中で描いている 2D 世界がなんか魅力的に見えてくるよね。
そうだね。
逆に縛りが多くてなんだろうなセンスを試されるっていうかさ
ね。
あれリワードの方か。それは実績じゃねえな、
実績にしては変なところだな。
コメントが来ましたね。
おやおや。
Got a comment from Meebo, Rini, Meebo, and Soliv at exactly the same time.
What?
Soliv says, hello there, you two. How are you doing? And also Soliv says, oh well. Soliv says, at the same time, I'm going to end up believing you are a bot. How you doing, Jenny? You're just about to get the 1 millionth gamer score, huh?
Yeah.
You only have like 47
47
gamer scores. So by the time you go through the stage, you should hit the millionth, huh?
Yeah.
Other than that, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm coping.
Coping,
Yeah,
doing a little better than last week.
I guess, yeah.
That's good. Are you physically feeling better than before?
The pain's going down.
Oh, that's good.
Some, yeah.
Okay, well, that's a lot better then. And me, on my side, I'm doing good as usual, I guess. Been pretty busy today because I was kind of preparing stuff all day for for the weekend. Jenny and I are going to go into Tokyo for the weekend. So, yeah. So been packing, been packing stuff and preparing that because we'll be leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Sally? I hope you're doing good. Also, I'll just tell you what the Mibo Meister, Mibori-san said. Mibori-san left a comment that is a cat in sunglasses, a witch on a broom, and I guess a princess, and then a cat in sunglasses. Is this like the that Wicked movie, that kind of thing going on here? Why don't we say this is the Wicked musical with featuring cats? Or maybe it's a mashup of the Wicked musical and the Cats musical.
It just might be.
Might be. That would be kind of entertaining. The Wicked musical staff and the Cats musical staff teamed up to make a collaborative musical of Wicked and Cats. Wicked Cats.
Wicked Cats.
So he says, well, I'm holding up there. I've actually been streaming since yesterday and a bit before you started. I even had the two kind of bots to come into the stream. The buy followers and the bro, your stream's dope. Add me on Discord. Oh, really? That's good to not the part with the bots, I guess, but that's good to hear that you're streaming. What were you streaming? I wonder why, like, they always have those two bots are always lurking in the in the comment section. So I said, I would like you to watch 3 minutes if I can seal your 1 million score for a moment to see your reaction. Oh, okay. Your stream? Are you streaming right now? Okay, let me see. The one that was your newest stream. Let's see. Okay, let me see. I'm sure. Sally says no, but a clip from it. Okay. I'm just watching right now. Sound might come in a little bit, but no problem. What? BioRand RE2? Okay, I'll click the link. Just watch that one. I obviously don't pretend you watch an hour and a half. Let's see. Okay, I clicked the link right now. I am currently watching. What the hell is going on in this? There's like foxes and zombies and exploding zombies on fire with gas tanks and crazy enemies all over the place.
Flaming zombies.
That was pretty crazy. Okay, I watched the clip and showed Jenny part of it. What exactly is going on in that? It's like crazy shit is going on. So it says, never laughed that much with that game. What is going on? Absolutely crazy. If anyone wants to get a laugh, and they happen to stumble upon this stream, check the comments if you're on Twitch, and click the link. It's pretty entertaining. So it says a randomizer that was named lot of enemies, but ammo makes it fair. So it says fair my ass. It doesn't look fair at all. I don't think any amount of ammo would make that fair. Even with the bazooka or the railgun that comes out in RE3, I don't think you'd be able to get through that one. There's even like foxes around, running around and stuff. Pretty crazy. So I'm assuming that's a randomizer mod for RE2 then? So it says, yeah, dogs are changed to foxes and lickers have a hat, monocle, and a British mustache. That's definitely entertaining. So it says, yeah, modded to make it harder.
That's pretty crazy.
It's definitely entertaining. So he says, and Mr. X has a Velociraptor pajama.
That's pretty crazy.
I guess even when he's comfortable and in bed, he still wants to be the apex predator or something like that.
I guess so.
I guess so. Maybe it makes him feel safe.
One.
So are you going on vacation tomorrow?
No.
Kind of.
Wild vacation.
Short. I guess
just
short,
for the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a live that you go to every year, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of tradition, huh? One of your most respected musicians, huh? One of the musicians that you respect the most, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of a role model to you.
Yeah.
And you definitely couldn't miss this year, so you were luckily able to get you're luckily able to get the tickets every year for some reason. You definitely have a lot of luck in that area. Huh?
Well, having no luck with a human relationship or with my physical conditioning like that. I need some kind of luck somewhere. Yeah.
I guess Lady Luck is on at least the entertainment side of your life. Yeah, so there's a live that Jenny's going to go to over the weekend, and I'm kind of tagging along. And in my case, I'm not going to see the live, but I'm kind of tagging along because there's the JoJo World kind of store that opened in Tokyo.
The only official store that is not a limited time store like that, but it's always there one. Yeah,
unless they lose an insane amount of money, I guess.
which I highly doubt.
Yeah, I highly doubt too. So anywho, I actually, when I went to Tokyo over the summer, I wanted to go, but at that point, you could only enter. Sayu says it must be awesome. Apparently, it's pretty awesome. I'll know for myself. The pictures look pretty cool. But over the summer, I wanted to go, but you could only go with a reservation because like a lot of people wanted to go, and they didn't want like to have like a fire hazard for too much people being there. So you could only go with a reservation, and this over the end of last month, finally you can now enter without a reservation. So I was going to check that out. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my main reason for tagging along. It was in Shibuya, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Sayu says, I wouldn't mind having a zWorld figurine. Ah. Yeah. I do really like the design for Dio's The World. The zWorld. Oh, is that your? Oh, you actually got an achievement on the Mean Bean Machine one.
Yeah, on the Puyo
I
Puyo
assume
stage.
would that push you over the million mark then?
Yes, it should.
Oh, did you want to push pause and check?
Yes.
Oh yeah, 1,000,003 up on the upper right
Woohoo!
corner. So congratulations, I guess.
Ha ha.
So he says, "Hey, congrats, thanks."
Thank you very much. Yeah.
You've actually been kind of loosely getting achievements since the 360. So I guess over how long then? Like,
to be honest, like, during the mid 360, I kind of went away from
gaming for a couple of years, huh?
Because I was busy and I was trying to make something out of myself with music and like that, and I spent all my free time playing and writing music. Yeah. So,
but out of that, other than that interval, I guess you started your journey with that around the 360 though, huh?
Yeah, well, it's I didn't really think anything of it then.
Back then, yeah.
And
you've only kind of seriously like, oh, maybe I'll try to getting 1 million achievements over the last 4 or 5 years, huh?
Yeah. It's kind of started in about 2019 over again, kind of.
So you can, I guess, well, like you were saying last week, you can self-claim, but you can be the first, I assume, trans gamer that achieved 1 million scores in Asia. Probably.
Yeah. 1,000,000% first in Japan, and
about that definitely. It's not like a big market here. So.
Yeah, and most definitely in all of Asia. So I get the right to brag that I'm the first and probably the only. I'll probably continue to be the only one. Yeah.
So he says, here I am with my puny 9,192 points. But actually, even people that have played for a long time, a lot of people don't have really high gamer scores. So nothing to be ashamed about or anything. Yeah. So
yeah, Bourbon here likes to mess around, and he goes through long games a lot, like the Persona ones and RPGs and things like that. So his score is basically 1/10 of mine.
Yeah, even though I've been playing about the same time
Yeah.
as Jenny has. So yeah, it really is just depends on your playing style. And also, if you play a lot of games that are really, really hard to get the achievements on,
Yeah.
it can be pretty tough. So, in exchange, Jenny doesn't have any trophies, huh? I have some, but not much.
I'm going to have to at some point though, because I really want to play the Hokuto ga Gotoku, which was the Fist of the North Star game that the RGG studio made,
Mm-hmm.
and that's only on the
PlayStation
PS4.
4. So, yeah.
I'd have to borrow your PlayStation to play that.
Yeah. I'll definitely lend it to you if you want to play.
It's a license, so I highly doubt that will be ported. So.
Yeah. Salia says this stage is a fever dream. It definitely is. They did a really good job with the Sonic Superstars game, huh?
The Mania.
Oh yeah, the Sonic Mania game. Yeah. I always enjoyed the casino stages in all the Sonic ones.
They had some of the most original and unique stage designs back in the day with these.
I always kind of liked how it felt like you were in like a huge roulette / like pinball machine /
They even had the Sonic Spinball game.
Actually, I really liked that game. The physics were pretty wonky in it, but it was fun for what it was.
Yeah.
So says Sonic Adventure 1 did have 2 pinballs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it did. So he says, "Oh right, you played it. I've seen your Sonic showering clip."
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wet Sonic clip.
Wet Sonic clip.
Yeah.
And Tails is just watching Sonic shower for some
He's
reason.
thirsty for Sonic.
Thirsty for Sonic. The fox is thirsty for the hedgehog.
Fox got the hots for the hedgehog.
Talk about Sonic Adventure. That's one of those games that I actually would like to see what would happen if they kind of did not exactly a remaster of it, but maybe did like the RE thing to it.
Yeah.
Reimagine it, or like, remake it, see with like modern graphics and a lot better controls, because the controls in that were pretty wonky. So
yeah,
I would like to see what they could do with that.
Yeah. So some of the hints they gave you were really vague, and I was like really lost in that when I redid it. I was shocked at how much I had a hard time finding my way through the game.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty tough game right now.
Yeah,
you get lost a lot.
It's amazing because games a long time ago did not give you much hints on what you're supposed to do or where you're supposed to go.
They definitely didn't hold your hand, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, some of those fishing stages were pretty tough. Especially since it doesn't really explain to you how you're supposed to fish. So I was just kind of guessing and failing over and over again. It was nice. It was nice to see Big the cat in the Sonic Frontiers, though.
Yeah, that was nice.
Didn't make an appearance in a Sonic game for like since Sonic Adventure 2, was it?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
He kind of guest appears in several games.
Yeah, he kind of sporadically is here and there.
Yeah. It's a race stage. What the? What? It's just I got hit by the. Looks like I need to dodge the rockets. I can't jump and destroy them. What? How? How am I supposed to get out of the way of those?
Well, we were talking.
Yeah.
I was just prompting the collaboration between the musicals Wicked and Cats. Since Mibori-san left that comment, I assumed I didn't get an okay from Mibori-san, but I assumed. Well, actually, I would be interested in seeing what it would look like. So I just prompted the Cats and Wicked musical collaboration in a photorealistic style. Prompting it right now. Oh, okay, it came up. Let's see. Not as entertaining as I thought it would be. It kind of Cats kind of overtakes Wicked totally. So many more cats than there are like witches and princesses and stuff. And like even the witches are kind of like cat-like. I guess that's kind of entertaining. I thought it would be more scary or more funny, but it's kind of, it doesn't really achieve being neither. I actually was hoping that would be kind of horrific, like the Cats movie.
Boy, that was frightening.
Yeah, I think that's the scariest. I think that's the scariest movie I've seen in my life. The Cats movie. Anywho, thank you, Mibori-san, for Mibo for leaving the comment. Turned into a quasi-amusing generative AI image.
Damn, I'm gonna need to get back to there.
I would assume it's getting close to a new Sonic game being announced, huh? It's been a while since the last one.
Yeah.
The 3D one specifically. There's been a lot of other games, Sonic games.
There was that rumor that they are working on a remaster of Adventure.
Or a collection of it.
Yeah. which would be nice to see, yeah.
Yeah.
Frontier was
It was good.
Good. And
Yeah.
it was fun, so I would appreciate another one, yeah.
I do think they are making another Frontiers game. I think I read that somewhere.
Well, it was the best selling Sonic game since like Sonic Adventure 2, so I think that would be a good idea, yes.
I assume that since the movie did well, that they want to be a little bit more cautious with the quality that they put out in the Sonic games, at least the mainline, like 3D ones, huh?
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea, yeah.
The last couple ones before that were kind of iffy, huh?
Well, what was that? The Sonic Forces that I played on this before that I did go all the way through. There wasn't much Sonic in it, yeah. Since you were like playing a character in the Rebellion.
In that game, could you like... I wonder if it was possible to make a game that looks exactly like Sonic.
Man, what's the deal with this? It's like really hard to get out of the way of those.
You can't like bonk them?
No, I take damage when I do, so I actually need to like jump over them, but like it's hard to jump over them.
Can you do the spin dash?
What, that one? The hell?
I assume maybe it's only the blue ones that you can bonk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can only re-get the rings after I knock the ship away. The hell? Oh, that was really dangerous. Tails saved my tail. Oh, seems like that was the last one. Hell, thunder.
Oh, from outside, huh?
Yeah.
No! Try not to bonk the red ones.
Oh, I barely made it.
You had 0 rings.
Yeah, that was dangerous. Oh, that passing the 1 million score sure is a boost to my mental health.
That's That's good to hear.
Yeah, well, it feels good to know that that you have accomplished something that no one will break, at least on this side of the globe.
Within your community.
Yeah.
Uh,
Back when I was on Twitter, I did see that there were a few trans people in the West that had
achieved a million gaming scores.
had over 1 million achievements, but not exactly thankfully, but there are very few people that are trans. Well, there are only like 4 in all in Japan, me included, but they all have real lives, so. And like excluding me, most people are very feminine and passable, and I'm not, and I know I'm not passable either, so I'm not like all like feminine hobbies.
Well, I would say nowadays gaming is a very in my opinion healthy and a hobby that is healthy and has really nothing to do with like orientation or gender and stuff like that. It's pretty split, like the from what I've seen almost everywhere in the world, it's kind of 50-50.
Yeah.
So you can also say that's kind of a feminine hobby too. But I'll actually though, I'm not sure if this is okay to say, but like if you consider like cooking to be kind of like that, that is a hobby of yours, and you're pretty good at cooking.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really associate, I guess now, cooking with being a feminine thing. I assume that a lot of people would be like, "What?"
There are a lot of single men that cook.
I cook. I love cooking actually. So
yeah, Mr. Barbecue.
Yeah.
Mr. Roaster, Mr. Barbecue.
In fact, I cooked dinner today, huh?
Yeah. Steak Meister.
Sally says there must be more, but I'm sure that most of them are afraid of the social slashing. Yeah, I'm sure that's probably it.
Yeah, but especially in Japan and in Asia, it's kind of like social suicide to not be total feminine. So having like lame hobbies is not cool.
Well, I again, I wouldn't call the hobbies that you enjoy lame. I mean, like I said, you like cooking, you like gaming, you like music, you tinker around with instruments, you're working on a bass right now.
Yeah.
Those are pretty, in my opinion, in my book, those are pretty cool hobbies.
Yeah. Yeah, but the femme mafia does not like allow femme certified hobbies and lifestyles as feminine. So
So it says, well, even the straight are seen better if they are some kind of feminine. It's weird. Yeah, there is kind of that too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, toxic masculinity is a problem, but being just you can be masculine and be positive and and a role model too, right? I don't think those two things can't coexist. You can be a good role model for young men and young women too, right? Being comfortable with who you are, I guess, and not having to, like try to appeal to everyone, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's that. Maybe everyone's like trying to appeal to everyone now or something. There could be some of that.
Yeah.
Personally, I like people that are just comfortable being themselves. So that's fine, Be comfortable with who you are and be happy with who you are. And well, even if you're not happy with it, people that are okay with who they are. I appreciate people like that are, honest. So
Yeah. But Billy Joel said it best. Honesty is such a lonely word.
I guess.
Everyone is so untrue. Oh.
Oh,
that was dangerous. No, that's some loud thunder.
yeah. So it says, I find it tiresome that people are still angry about people being themselves. Absolutely. That's that's one of the most annoying things to me. Just let people be who they want to be. It's like, like I said, I like people that are comfortable with themselves, right? I think that's cool. People that are honest to themselves and to who they are. But that also means I thoroughly dislike people that make people feel uncomfortable about themselves.
Yeah.
I hate those people that are like so hell bent on like making you feel shameful for who you are. Come on, man. So it says, yeah, all the extremism from both groups will just disappear. Yeah, I hope that happens, huh?
Yeah.
I hope the world becomes more sane and and more tolerant and forgiving and compassionate and welcoming to each other. I mean, come on, like we share the whole world with each other, and no one can really survive on their own anymore. I think countries can't survive on their own anymore either. So. Sayo says, "Oh my God, best song in Sonic history. This is definitely a banger, huh?"
Yeah. The traps and unique mechanisms in the stages.
So it says you should play Dispatch someday. You might enjoy it. Oh, Dispatch. Well, we'll definitely check it out then. Actually, I'll just write it down right now. Oh yeah, that okay. Yeah, it's that superhero kind of not exactly. I guess choose your own adventure, episodic choose your own adventure, kind of I guess kind of dark humor comedy kind of thing. So it's the Telltale kind of game. Yeah, I've only heard good things about that. Apparently, it's really good.
Oh really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I would enjoy.
Yeah.
I'll put it in my wish list on Steam then. Hopefully, in your case, Jen, you'd probably either have to have an Xbox port or Xbox PC or Windows Store. I don't know what Microsoft or Xbox calls their PC storefront anymore, but I think they're going with Xbox PC. Hopefully, if they can port it to either the console or the PC side, Jenny, I'm sure will try it out. Or I can have Jenny try out if I get it on, if or when I do get it on Steam, I can have Jenny try it out then too. So yes, I loved it, and I usually don't like those games. Oh well, that's good to hear. I'm sure it's entertaining then. So it's Xbox PC is like calling the phone the Nintendo smartphone. Yeah, it's kind of. I'm not exactly sure what they want to do with that.
I've been genuinely irritated because I've been waiting for them to hurry and do that because they're not supporting like digital money in Japan for payment methods, and I know that if they start the phones thing and like that
or put more strength in making their PC storefront more capable or functional, that they should honor more payment methods here. Huh?
Yeah.
But boy, are they slow.
Yeah. Because they genuinely just hate their Asian customer base.
Not sure if they love any of their customer base anymore, but yeah, well. But I don't know. I guess Microsoft has always been really clumsy with their namings for everything for eternity, huh?
Yeah. Thunder's crazy.
Whoa. Yeah. That actually made the house rumble a little bit.
The hell?
Death trap.
Yeah. The usual death trap. What?
Okay, I guess you just go down? No?
I think I'm supposed to go up. When I came down, I just went back to where I was before. Oh wait, no, this was the right way, huh?
Oh, okay.
I got stuck here. Ah. Yeah, right there. Yeah, but going back to way back to the people people aren't allowed to have lame non feminist approved hobbies here. there's a extreme like mentality of how like women are supposed to be and much more than like in America or Europe. Like there's an extreme like I would say non-acceptance to non-feminist approved lifestyle or thinking or attitude.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't really say that it's non-feminist approved, but I would say, because I think a lot of women suffer from that too, but there's kind of like, there's a specific way that you're supposed to be feminine, and that actually hurts cisgender women and lesbians too, for that matter. A lot of lesbians in Japan suffer from those kind of like really like distinct gender like role kind of identity shit. So So as well, extreme mentality does sound like standard Japan. I've even heard that if a woman wants to have a child, she is expected to leave her job as being a mother, and having a job is frowned on. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that. Broadly, that's the kind of stuff that Jenny is talking about too, and kind of criticizing, because, like, even women suffer from that too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
maternity harassment is a serious problem here that just will not go away.
Yeah, and people are like confused on why the birth rate is going down. Of course, it's going down.
Women who do not quit their jobs after they get pregnant are treated like
they're a bad mother or a bad wife, or you know, like saying, "Come on, man,"
and that they're like ripping their company off.
Yeah, like what? You're gonna take a break from working to have a child? Come on. They were gradually working on improving that area, but it's like with the work-life balance thing being thrown out the window with the current prime minister.
Our current fascist prime minister, who will not like shut up on that China is evil, and we're going to start a war with them rhetoric. And being like, I only sleep 2 to 3 hours a day. I think everybody should only sleep 2 to 3 hours a day.
Yeah. So it says, in the rest of the world, if you do that, you won't have bread to put in their mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's going to happen over here too. It is kind of happening.
Well, actually,
over here too.
it has happened, and that's why people aren't getting married or having children, because
so
they can't afford to be married or have a family.
Yeah, or if you are married, you can't afford both financially and time-wise to take care of children. So so even if you're married, it's a privilege to be able to even have children almost. Saev says, "Is she a mother? She must be a mother. There can't be one fascist leader that is not hypocritical."
Yeah. She has a son that is conveniently also a Nepo politician, just like all politicians in Japan.
So it says, so her belief of not being a worker mother doesn't apply to her. What a surprise.
Yep.
Yeah. Hypocritical to the core.
Yeah. She's like, I didn't raise my son, but I think no woman should raise their own children.
So it says, how's her on foreigners going to live in Japan? Apparently, they're going to make it more difficult to change your residence to being a Japanese national. Well, they're going to talk about that apparently.
Well,
and overall, she's saying she's going to be tough on it, but at the same time, she is such a friggin' liar. That I think she's bluffing on a lot of these things, because honestly, the economy is just not going to be able to be sustainable without foreigners coming into Japan. Honestly, like population, economy, growth, the GDP is just going to continue to go down. So Japan can't afford this, and all of the economists in Japan agree with this too. And in the end, like even the people in the government are like, yeah, we need more foreigners here.
Hypocritically, just like in America or anywhere like that, it's always foreigners that do the jobs nobody wants to do, and then they're like, fucking foreigners are ruining our country.
They're stealing our jobs. No one wants to do those fucking jobs.
They're stealing our jobs and they're eating our cats and dogs.
Yeah. So it says, Jesus Christ, it's like you're going back to sakoku times. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. It's very disappointing because, well, I've been living here since I came back 21 years ago, and I just for different reasons I didn't try to get permanent residency, but since since America is so like LGBT phobic and so racist, I genuinely don't want to ever go back to America again, even on vacation. So it's like I was really contemplating on that it's probably time to get permanent residency here, and now we have a fascist woman as a leader who's like, you know what, fuck foreigners, they're evil, they ruin everything. I think we need to get rid of all of them from Japan. It's like, well, that's great.
So he says, yeah, I would avoid USA as long as Trump is president. Yeah, absolutely.
But sadly, even without Trump, nobody's going to really change the way it is. It's become such a hypocritical country that just hates people who are not not like low end everybody else kind of human being.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably like who knows? Maybe JD Vance will be next president.
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
That's almost worse.
Yeah, so since apparently they're trying to get him to divorce his Indian wife for Charlie Kirk's widow. And she was like touching him and like rubbing his ass and stuff like that. It's like disgusting.
Yeah. So it says, no, definitely not. Democrats only support LGBT as long as it suits them, not because they care about them. Yeah, that too. The Democrats actually don't really care about that.
Not exactly, unfortunately, though. They just kind of don't even give a fuck about that anymore either. It's like LGBT, fuck them. We have enough straight white men and women in this country anyways.
Yeah. So it says, I don't know. I do see Ben Shapiro being president at this rate. I wouldn't be surprised with the amount of Israeli backup, with the amount that Israel's backing.
Yeah.
Might as well, huh? I guess it might as well be the United States of Zionism or something.
Yeah. Well, at least people are since Trump's second term, people are starting to hate America as much as they hate Israel. So
Yeah.
It's becoming a vassal state for Israel.
America is just the shell of a dream. There's no real. It almost is non-existent anymore as the ideologies, all the American dream, what it stands for is all empty now.
Yeah.
It's a void.
The only dream that America offers is that you can be black or Hispanic and become a Nazi. You can be black or Hispanic and hate blacks and Hispanics and be a racist just like all these white people who think they're better than everybody else.
Yeah. So it says, I know Japanese people have always had some narcissism, believing they are the best race and all that, but goddamn, that woman does seem like Asian Hitler. So it says USA is a rotten corpse fed by flies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Takaichi is like one of the people that's like she would like to be like. I'm sure she would like to be Hitler.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that she'll be out sooner than later. I'm assuming that she might because she's causing so much harm to the economy here that even the media is that the LDP, the ruling party, kind of basically owns. Even you're starting to see some criticism toward a lot of what she does or says too. So
yeah, well, within the last 2 weeks, she's succeeded in making Japan and China's relations so bad that they've already lost over $1 billion in tourism in just 2 weeks, since a vast majority of Chinese people aren't coming to Japan, since the Chinese government is advising Chinese not to visit Japan because it's not safe.
Yeah. So it says, "Oh God, I'm looking at her, and you can see the evil in her eyes. It's insane." Yeah. She just has that, she has that look that you can tell that she is not a good person at all. It's unusual to see someone that's that obviously. It's it's like obvious. It's like a movie hero villain kind of thing going on here.
And it's just ridiculous because before she was prime minister, she was in hiding for about 2.5 years because she wasn't paying taxes and was hiding hiding money she was getting from corporations and companies.
Yeah. So she gives the same vibes as the bad guy from the Hunger Games. Yeah, she definitely is animated, evil. It's so very blatantly. She is so blatantly that all the time. Even when she tries to be pleasing and is smiling, that's soaking out from her.
Yeah.
So it says, of course, but her beliefs of perfection don't apply to her. Yeah, absolutely.
What the?
So it says, such a fake smile. Yeah, I really hate her smile. It's so incredibly fake. It's the opposite of what I said back there of I like people that are honest and comfortable with being themselves, and it's she is the exact opposite of that. So fake and dishonest.
That's the face of someone who hides money and taxes.
So it says, yeah, but you can see in her face that she truly believes she is a good person. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. She's definitely an ultra narcissist.
Yeah, she has that same thing as Trump does, the I'm so awesome kind of thing.
Yeah. So it says it's the ultimate Asian Karen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically that. With with a unhealthy amount of fascism sprinkled up on there. I don't know, but I would assume that Karens are fascists too, though.
How could you not be a fascist?
And be a Karen?
Yeah. but since they're already saying they're going to make it extremely hard to get a permanent residence for foreigners, that it makes me feel like, well, I'm stuck with the feeling that I may one day be like deported for no reason.
Oh, that is a realistic fear. Sally says, I'm actually amazed at how a woman like this was elected at all. Yeah, I am kind of too, because she was definitely not popular, like Jenny was saying a couple of years back, and they've done everything they can to try to make a fake popularity out of there. And like, unfortunately, there's a good amount of people here that will just believe whatever is on the news. So if you like say on the news that, oh, she's so popular, oh, she's so cool, oh, she's such a good leader, then idiots will start believing that. So
and apparently like 80% of the youth support her. So apparently 80% of the youth in Japan are fascists now, and they're hungry for hate towards foreigners and wanna start wars.
Yeah. So it says those are Kim Jong-un levels of brainwashing. Yeah.
And ironically, she's full on has the support of the questionable church cult we were talking about.
Yeah. So it says want to start wars but don't want to participate in them, I guess. Yeah, that's basically it. The dumb youth are like that. They don't understand what it means to go to war. It's the young people that fight wars. So it's like I'm like scratching my head as someone that probably wouldn't be sent out to a war age-wise. I'm like, do these people that support this understand that they are going to be sent in the front line? They're going to be cannon fodders
and honestly, the Japan Defense Force is so small of a defense force. It's not even an army, of course, but they're so small that to contemplate on having an actual army, they're going to need to bring back drafting, and everybody's going to need to go into the army.
Yeah, but that's not really going to make them money unless there's a lucrative war for them, and that's just doesn't really seem like it's happening. They, like one of the things about Salio said, the cult of the cool kids. Yeah, but just to be fair though, there's plenty. These like the 80% of young people that support her. I don't see kids like that honestly in real life. So I'm pretty sure a lot of these numbers are made up. I like pulled out of my ass kind of numbers by the media.
Yeah, they're the number of people within that quote church that are supporters and support her.
Yeah, and there are plenty of young people actually out of the last couple of decades that I can recall. There's probably more activity in doing demos in front of the prime minister's residence every day compared to any time in the last like decade or two, from what I can remember. There's like around 2,000 people almost every day, like doing demos in front of the prime minister's residence right now and stuff. So yeah, people are angry, and there are plenty of youth that are upset about the situation too. So it says, I fear a war might leave Japan empty of population. Oh, if it did happen, yeah, absolutely, it would be the end of Japan. But I like I told you before, I doubt that would happen because it would just be economic suicide, and it seems like not just for Japan, but it will hurt a lot of other places too. And earlier today, Xi Jinping of China, he called Trump, and Trump kind of called and Trump called Takaichi after that and kind of told her to apparently tone down the stuff, and
like he told her to like Jinping says shut the fuck up,
basically that. So that kind of showed who is whose bitch kind of, right? So, and she didn't apologize, but she did say that I was careless with some of the things that I said, and I'll be more careful in the future. And it is beneficial for both Japan, China, and also even America too, that there be a stable relationship between the countries, kind of thing. So yeah, like I said, a lot of what she's saying is bluffing too, or trying to flex but not being able to, So I says, when Trump has to tell you to tone down your radicalism, you have a problem. Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I think her days are numbered. I don't think she's going to be around for a long time. And I think that's one of the reasons why they chose a female prime minister, because Japan is in a really, really difficult place right now. That is almost an impossible situation. So I think they chose a woman. The ruling party, the LDP, is kind of within that party. There's a specific geezer called Aso Taro that basically has the entire party in his pocket, and he kind of chooses who becomes, prime minister. So I hope I'm not asking for the perfect leader, but at least one that wants to save Japan, not destroy it. Yeah, that's what I would like to see. But yeah, this guy just usually kind of cherry picks who becomes prime minister, basically, behind the scenes. But he chose her this time around, even though before he was kind of reluctant. But I think he told the other people that voted her in to vote for her, because, like, if more than likely, if they do fail during this term, then rather than the party taking the blame, if they had a female prime minister be kind of the fodder to soften the blame toward the party.
To be like, oh yeah, typical woman.
Yeah, this is what happens when you get a woman as leader. Kind of shit. I think that's kind of, they chose her for that reason, to soften blame toward the party, rather than, if they do kind of fail. I do think that's kind of part of it, but we'll see. It's going a lot worse than I think a lot of people thought it would. So.
Yeah, and the second runner-up is also doubling down on the anti-China rhetoric too. So that's really not going to help for the next in line either.
Yeah, but in the end, well, Japan is basically almost like a vassal state toward America. So if it's this actually complicated stuff for America, the situation right now. So people, you know how politicians are. They'll say one thing one day and then the opposite the next day. So whatever fits the narrative that is beneficial for them and the people that actually, pull the strings behind the scenes, that's what they'll say the next day. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's pretty disappointing the way things are.
That's a pretty cool mechanic right there.
Yeah, freezing. Frozen hedgehog. And it's just so crazy because it's just within the short span of her becoming prime minister, it's like this like hate towards foreigners has like become a almost like foreigners are evil, and we just want them to go away and get out of our country, kind of thing.
Those are the worst people in Japan. Just to be clear, Jenny is fairly pessimistic person when it comes to humanity. So there are plenty of people that are not that too, and it's kind of bringing out the extreme sides on both, in a sense. There are people that are more vocally critical about foreigners, but on the contrary, there are people that are going out of their way to try to be polite and try to be helpful toward foreigners too. So it's kind of, it is what it is. Sayo says the work policies were the only thing keeping me away from trying to go live in Japan, but I think I'll have to add a few more things to the list. Yeah. Well, like I said, racism has always been a problem here too, just as it is everywhere else in the world. Wherever both of us go, we're kind of foreigners.
Yeah.
So we're always treated as foreigners wherever we go. So nothing new to us. And that's that. I don't know. I guess it's a part of. It's a part of I wouldn't say humankind, but the idiocy of mankind or humankind. That's how idiots run, how they work, kind of, So, but yeah, like I said, it's kind of bringing the nutcases out of the woodworks and having the people that were understanding, but not really vocal, becoming vocal and active too. So yeah, there's kind of a double-edged sword right there.
Yeah, it's just to me, I feel it's very problematic that recently, and especially since she's become prime minister, it's become very normalized to think and like normalized to be vocal about how much you hate foreigners or like that, which was not a thing before.
At the very least, even if you were a racist, you were supposed to be polite about it, kind of thing. At least at a society level, right?
And to be blandly racist was very
shunned upon. Yeah. It wasn't cool, and it wasn't polite, and it wasn't okay.
Yeah.
But it still isn't okay, and there's, like I said, there's plenty of people that are doing anti-racism rallies all over Japan too. So much more than before. So, like I said, it's kind of a double-edged sword right there. The nutcases are coming out of the woodworks. The supportive people are becoming more vocal. Yeah, I guess it's a time for acknowledging the bad, and because I don't think you can improve on society unless you actually acknowledge the bad about what is problematic about it. And there's plenty of stuff that Japan needs to come to its senses with, not acknowledging a lot of most of the war crimes, and all the historical things that they've kind of tried to shove under the rug, right? And pretend it, nothing happened, kind of thing. So yeah, I think it's kind of it's coming to the point where they have to. I think Japan as a country needs to kind of face their own demons. And it's going to be ugly, and it'll probably be, a lot of friction and a lot of things will happen. But I'm hoping that, things like that can improve eventually, because, unless you acknowledge the bad stuff, you can't improve. So.
Yeah. Well, it's just genuinely disappointing to see things turn south so fast.
Yeah,
so.
well, the speed of it is pretty jarring, huh?
Yeah.
Saev says, yeah, I've always hated washing up history. The left do it a lot here whenever we have an election to scare off people from voting the right. Saev says, well, left, they don't behave like a left group at all. Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. I've kind of seen that kind of happening globally where the left, I'm not exactly sure who the left is trying to serve in a lot of places. It's like, are you just trying to split the vote? Are you actually like, sometimes you think that a lot of these leftists are like spies trying secretly, like double agents or something, you know?
Yeah.
And of course, you know, the right is very blatantly problematic too, but yeah, it's just, people just need to figure out how to work together. So it says, hard to work together when the standards for a conversation nowadays is the one who screams and insults more wins. Yeah, that's the most exhausting thing about like social networks and media and all that. It's just like so much of it is just that. It's just so like childishly emotional. Over exaggerated baby, like, you know, it's like people seem to not be able to, you know, people seem to not have the capacity to just like allow people to have opinions anymore. You know, it's like, I'm totally fine with disagreeing with someone, and I'm not gonna like be like, you're a terrible person for thinking different than me. Like, come on, man. There's something you can learn from someone that thinks different from you. So,
or at least you should.
Yeah, and vice versa, right? So. So it says, I'm sadly a super empathetic person. I see that everyday empathy is more and more scarce. The dehumanizing of the ones who think different than us has done a lot of damage. Yeah, I feel that too. It's like, it's just, I don't know, a lot of it can make it feel like it's too much a lot, huh? But fortunately, you know, I do meet people like you, Salyev, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, humanity is can be empathetic. It can be, you know, understanding and compassionate, and, you know, and forgiving and tolerant, and all these values that people should carry and share with each other. So that gives you a little bit of hope, huh? Meeting people that are actually sane and, you know, and empathetic and actually give a shit about other people. Huh?
I just have like stopped doing social media because I don't see the point in dealing with people that I couldn't give less of a shit about.
So I said, well, I thank you for your opinion, but if humanity's fate depends on me, we are fucked. Well, that's okay too. I would say the same too. If the world depended on me, the world is over. Yeah, right. But at least I can be honest about that, so that I can work with other people, right? And everyone can work with each other to unfuck the world, hopefully, right? I think that's how things get done. So.
I think it's dangerous if you think that you can do something about
Yeah.
the world or the
Yeah,
situation.
everyone needs to put in some elbow grease.
Yeah. Being responsible is the most important thing.
Yeah, and that includes, knowing your limits and allowing people to help you and you helping other people too. So, yeah.
Probably should stop about now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I need to like pack and get ready tomorrow since I am leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty busy, so
Mm.
I might have some amusing stories.
Well, I'll definitely tell you how the
JoJo stories.
JoJo World store is like.
Yeah. So thank you, Salia, for coming by, and know that having empathy is the only important quality.
That's a lot, but it is important. Salia says, "Do enjoy your trip. I'll wait for these stories when you get back. Do take care. You too.
You too. Hope you have a great week, and hope everything's fine. And I hope I'll be okay.
I'll be fine. I'll be with you. Okay, then I'll be closing the stream in Japanese then. Thanks again, Salyev, and thanks again, Mibori-san for coming around. I hope you have a great week and weekend. ということでね、今週はここまでということで、無事にね、ソニック、スーパースターじゃないよね。
マニア
ね。ソニックマニアでね、ソニックゲームで無事100万実績、ゲーマースコア達成ということでおめでとうございます。今度はね、200万いつ見られるんだかっていうあれなんですけどね、到達できるといいですね。ということで、こんな感じでだらだら毎週ね、金曜0時半ぐらいから配信しておりますので、よかったらいつでも Twitch の方でね、遊びに来てください。過去の配信の分は YouTube にアーカイブとして載せておりますので、よければね、YouTube の検索バーをクリックして、zGennyy で検索しますと、ジェニー氏のね、ページにたどり着きますので、いいね、読者登録、通常にしてくださると我々喜びますということで、またその日まで良い1週間をお過ごしください。それでは、またのご視聴。See you!
Hello.